It was a really nice, warm spring Saturday, despite it still being February. So I took the older dog down to Glenwood Springs, and we did some fishing on the Colorado and the Roaring Fork. Here we're on the no-name exit area. We hiked about a half a mile. I did some nymphing with a large stone and a smaller midge larva, and had absolutely no success. Didn't feel a fish at all. Drove through Glenwood. Now we're up above Glenwood Springs, past the Sunlight Bridge, and again on the Roaring Fork by the airport, had no success. However, down below we found a much better spot. Here we're standing right behind a nice rock with a very small eddy behind it and a lot of brush in the water. The dog's bored, so he's going to take a nap, but I'm about to do some really nice fishing here. Started working this water with a much smaller rig, a number 22 RS2 and a beadhead red midge larva, and started catching fish almost immediately. For some reason, these trout were absolutely stacked up in a very narrow band outside this funny little eddy, and it was just wonderful fishing. I must have spent 45 minutes here at the most and still caught between 15 and 20 fish, probably having half again that many strikes. With the exception of one brown that shows up later, all the fish here were rainbows, not a single whitefish in the bunch. Sizes were all decent. They ranged from 12 to 16 inches, nothing bigger and nothing smaller, but it was really a fine session. Eventually the fish started getting tired of me, and I don't imagine I caught any one of them more than once, but I was just amazed they took that very, very tiny CDC winged number 22 dark-bodied RS2. Here's the lone brown that came in on the part down here. It was, again, about 14 inches in length. After crossing the bridge, we made our way further upstream, and here I had a very strange experience. Actually foul-hooked a large sucker, of all things. It's only the second sucker I've seen in Colorado, the other one being on the Eagle River when a client of mine foul-hooked him while I was guiding him. I foul-hooked this one too, but it was fascinating to have that happen. After nymphing my way up the bank, I changed approaches and shifted to a black streamer. Actually, it's a peacock-colored, grizzly-hackled black marabou-tailed streamer, and managed to catch a couple more fish on the way down. Actually had 3 very strong strikes first, and before bringing this brown to the bank, it was close to 16 inches. This was our rig, Lamson reel, Orvis zero gravity rod, and our steel-eyed little woolly bugger. Finishing up on the Roaring Fork, we headed back toward Vail, and at a spur of the moment pulled off at the Bar Ranch exit. Didn't have much luck here. Did catch this one 14-inch brown, and that was about it for today. But it was definitely an excellent outing and a good start to the season for us.